My stylist, Hollywood, he was gay.
If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me look like a fool.
Bravo. It's not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo, not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo has been trying to get Hollywood to come on a reality show as a full-time cast member. Hollywood is Shannon's ex-stylist that he took to football games.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Shannon Sharpe's been known for his loud fashion and even louder opinions. But now, it's his private life catching all the heat. From cozy courtside sightings with a former Flame to wild Instagram live slip-ups and brand new legal drama, things are moving fast and not in a good way. Now his former stylist, the same one fans once swore he was dating, is dropping vague clues online. He's teasing some shady receipts that could turn Shannon's whole world upside down. But wait, here's where it gets messier. This same stylist is claiming that Shannon tried to shut him down completely. He says Shannon tried to block his career just so he wouldn't spill their bedroom secrets. Like, seriously? Did Shannon really try to stop this man from talking? And if so, what else is hiding behind the scenes?
When the streets are talking, where there's smoke, there's fire. Definitely think Shannon Sharpe. And it's just like, I've been around a lot of heterosexual men, and comfortable heterosexual men don't need to always defend their heterosexualness. Shannon Sharpe is always upset when somebody's saying that he's gay.
Let's rewind. A while back, Shannon was spotted multiple times sitting courtside with Russell Hollywood Simpson, a stylist who's openly gay. And here's the twist. Hollywood used to date former NFL safety Kerry Rhodes. Yep, that Kerry Rhodes. The two weren't just bumping into each other either. Hollywood was showing up at games and fancy events with Shannon like they were glued together. Shannon was clearly loving the styling work, but it didn't take long for the internet to notice just how close they looked. That's when things got wild.
I ain't gonna know anything. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'm sitting down, nigga. Thought he was gonna attack Cat. That nigga shit is called Shay Shay. The nigga's telling you.
Folks online started whispering about Shannon's sexuality, asking questions he clearly wasn't comfortable with. And this isn't the first time rumors like this popped up. People have been speculating for years about Shannon being on the low. Even comedian Mike Epps chimed in once, saying Shannon was trying to flirt on the low. According to him, Shannon invited him for a chat on Club Shay Shay. But Mike shut it down quick. He said, nah, like it was nothing. Now look, celebrities get dragged into rumors all the time, especially about their love lives. But Shannon, he takes this stuff personal. He doesn't just ignore it, he fights back hard. Just check the time he clapped back at Mike Epps on his Nightcap podcast with Chad Ochocinco. Say my name one more time, and I'm dropping the DMs. That's what Shannon snapped back with, loud and clear. He said he didn't want to expose anyone, said, but I won't let you lie on my name. And he wasn't done. Shannon clapped back hard, saying, you claimed I invited you to Club Shay Shay? That's a straight up lie. Now when I see you in person, let's see if you keep that same energy. But here's where the drama really takes a turn. Fans weren't buying Shannon's I'm not mad routine. His words came off more desperate than defensive, like he was scrambling to cover something up. And in the middle of all this mess, his decision to work with Russell Hollywood Simpson started looking like a very bad move. So what did Shannon do? He cut Hollywood off, quick. But it wasn't just a quiet breakup, he made sure it stung. Shannon publicly tried to erase Hollywood's impact, claiming he had nothing to do with his fashion looks. He didn't just fire him, he tried to rewrite history. Then Shannon doubled down. He brought back his old stylist, Shelly Davis, and told everyone she was the one who made his style what it was all along. Just like that, Hollywood was out and erased from the picture. Fans caught on quick. It looked like Shannon was trying hard to kill the gossip before it got louder. And of course, Russell didn't take it well. That move clearly left him bitter. Shannon probably thought cutting ties would clean up the mess. Johnson. It was serious. Shannon might have thought firing Hollywood would kill the rumors for good. But nah, that was just the beginning. Instead of backing down, Russell Hollywood Simpson made it personal. He came back swinging, determined to show folks exactly what was going down behind closed doors. First, he dropped receipts, real ones, videos of him styling Shannon, proving that he was the one behind those clean looks.
I don't know what's in this box. I'm not going to open it until Hollywood gets here. But whatever it is in this box, I already know he going to make me look fly, ain't it? I got the best stylist in the world. Not the United States, the entire world. Of 8 billion people, I got number one. And can't nobody stop us. Shay Sharpe and Hollywood, a dynamic duo that can't be stopped. Run tell that.
Then Hollywood turned up the heat with an Instagram post that had people talking. He posted a clip with the caption, "Let's be clear, you straight killin'." That comment had social media buzzing. Like, who compliments their ex-client like that unless they're trying to say something more?
But dog, this dude right here be killing the game. I be watching you.
We killing the game, Hollywood.
You straight.
People were confused. Why was Shannon acting like Hollywood never existed when he used to sing the guy's praises all the time? Publicly and behind the scenes, Shannon used to show love until the internet started raising questions about his image. Suddenly, it looked like Shannon was trying to erase all the history to keep up that straight man image. And then, boom! Shannon pulled a move no one saw coming. On September 11th, 2024, Shannon accidentally went live on Instagram. And get this, he streamed the audio of a private moment. Yup, straight up bedroom noise. The clip hit his followers' feeds before anyone could blink. Now, whether you call it a slip or a setup, it worked. The headlines blew up, and just like that, the internet flipped the script. Those old rumors? Replaced with shock over his so-called leak. At first, Shannon tried to spin it. He tweeted, "Beware, my Instagram was hacked this morning. My team is working vigorously to figure this out." But that didn't last long. Days later, he hopped on Nightcap and admitted the truth. "I threw my phone on the bed while I was busy," he said. "I didn't even know IG Live was on." Suddenly, my other phone started blowing up. My heart dropped. I called my agent, ESPN, everybody, and finally just said it. My phone wasn't hacked. Shannon tried to clean it all up with a little damage control, saying it wasn't a prank. It was just me being a healthy, active male. He admitted he was embarrassed, really embarrassed, especially since he's known for being super private. "Having your most intimate moment blasted for the whole world to hear?" he said. "I'm embarrassed for a number of reasons." But let's be real, some fans weren't buying that story for 1 second. They thought the whole thing looked way too staged. Like, how do you accidentally open Instagram, swipe into live, and then stream yourself mid-action without knowing? It just didn't add up, and from what people heard, it wasn't even all that exciting. Fans were clowning the situation, saying this was supposed to shut down the rumors. But Russell Hollywood Simpson wasn't letting it slide either. He wasn't going to sit back and let Shannon play the public like that. Instead, he started dropping cryptic messages on his stories, just enough to get people asking questions.
You don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me like a fool.
One of them said, "I love my private life. You might see a little, but not much. I'll tell you that." Then he added, "The hardest thing I've ever had to do is shut TF up." But the cryptic stuff didn't last long. Hollywood got bolder. Way bolder. He called it out directly, writing, "Accidentally going live? When you have to open the app, swipe right, swipe left twice, and hit the button? That's insanely impossible." And that message hit hard. Fans were shook. He wasn't just throwing shade, he was calling Shannon out. And if that wasn't enough to make Shannon nervous, Hollywood followed it up with a meme that said, "Don't push me," and added the caption, "So much I want to say, but nah, I'll wait till the right time." Like he was sitting on a bomb just waiting to go off. Then came the real dagger. Hollywood said straight up, "I know how Shannon operates. and I wouldn't put it past him to plan something like this. And remember, this is the same guy who once exposed NFL star Kerry Rhodes for living in the closet. So yeah, people were paying attention. So when Hollywood hints that someone's living on the down low, folks better pay attention. The man has receipts, and his track record proves he's not just talking for clout. But here's the twist. Hollywood never actually dropped the full tea on Shannon, and fans think that's no accident. Word on the street is that Shannon made sure to silence him. Even after cutting Hollywood loose, Shannon allegedly kept tabs on him, nervous about what might leak. When trying to publicly discredit him didn't work, he switched up his strategy. According to Media Takeout, Bravo reached out to Hollywood with an offer to join a new reality TV series, but Shannon reportedly stepped in to kill the deal. Hollywood's team told Tasha K that Shannon was behind the scenes making calls, trying to stop him from getting airtime. Basically, he did whatever he could to block Hollywood from getting a bag. And just like that, Hollywood's reality TV moment, gone.
But according to Hollywood's team, his ex-stylist, he's been asked to do Love and Hip Hop, I believe. That Bravo is not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo, not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo has been trying to get Hollywood to come on a reality show as a full-time cast member. Hollywood is Shannon's ex-stylist that he took to football games, basketball games, sat courtside, bought him chains and everything, just really laid him out, okay? And however, according to the team, Shannon is trying to stop it because he thinks things will come out about him.
His rep was already bruised after Shannon downplayed his contributions publicly, and now his big break had vanished. Fans started putting two and two together. Some believe Hollywood stayed quiet about Shannon not out of loyalty, but because he got straight up blackballed in the industry. It was like Shannon hit every button to shut him down. But here's the thing. Even if Shannon managed to sideline Hollywood, the truth always finds a way out. Now he's facing a whole new firestorm, one that's got nothing to do with Hollywood. This time he's being accused of mistreating a woman, and it's serious enough that it shook up his gig at ESPN. Shannon dropped a statement saying, "At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. I'll be devoting this time to my family and responding to these false and disruptive allegations. I plan to return at the start of the NFL preseason." But let's be honest, this legal storm isn't dying down anytime soon. In fact, it just got worse. His legal team had to release explicit messages between Shannon and the woman involved, and it's not looking good. In a shocking twist, Shannon's legal team dropped a batch of texts that were meant to flip the narrative, but instead, they raised even more eyebrows. One message allegedly from Jane Doe said, "I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and tie me up and do bad things to me." But Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, wasn't having it. He fired back saying, every single one of those messages, they came from before the alleged assault. According to him, Shannon's team released those messages to distract the public from the real issue, Jane's lawsuit. And he made it clear, it won't work.
Be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Today, the former NFL star turned podcaster posting this video statement in response to a Nevada civil lawsuit filed by a woman who says her consensual relationship with Sharpe eventually led to multiple assaults. The lawsuit also accuses Sharpe of secretly recording their sexual encounters without her consent. The plaintiff, listed as Jane Doe, is represented by attorney Tony Busby, who has represented accusers in several high-profile sexual assault cases, and who Sharpe called out by name.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
Also new today, Jane Doe's attorney releasing an audio clip alleging it shows Sharpe threatening the plaintiff.
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
The plaintiff says, "Don't manipulate me." Then Sharpe allegedly responds,
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I say.
Jane Doe is accusing Shannon of some seriously disturbing behavior. She says he used threats, control tactics, and emotional manipulation. She even claims he repeatedly threatened to choke and slap her violently. The two reportedly met at a Los Angeles gym in 2023 and started what she says began as a consensual relationship. But things quickly turned dark. Jane alleges that Shannon recorded their private moments without her consent and even shared those videos with others. Then, in October 2024, and again in January 2025, things allegedly turned violent. These aren't just claims. They're part of a full-blown legal battle now playing out in public. Still, Shannon's legal team insists the truth is on his side. His attorney, Lanny J. Davis, said the messages tell a different story. Of a consensual adult relationship that included fantasy role play, all initiated by Jane herself. But that's not stopping the internet from digging deeper. With $50 million and his public image on the line, Shannon's been in full defense mode, fighting hard to control the story. He even released a video statement trying to explain it all. But fans weren't exactly convinced. A lot of people saw it as a typical damage control move. And now, with Jane Doe's accusations and Hollywood's cryptic and not so cryptic posts still out there, Shannon's reputation is hanging by a thread. People are putting the puzzle pieces together, and for many, the picture they're seeing isn't looking good. But what about you? Do you think Shannon tried to silence his former stylist? And will he try to shut him down again now that more heat is on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your crew. And if you thought this was wild, wait till you see what we've got next. Catch you in the next one.